What they do, Sniper Crew? It's your boy Sniper J. We back in this motherfucker with another reaction. You know what I'm saying? So for y'all that don't know, the killers for the Foolio rapper from Florida, rest in peace 6, rest in peace Foolio. They done caught him, but for what y'all probably don't know is one of them tried to escape. So I didn't know that either. We finna tap into it and find out what the fuck happened.
Prosecutors in the Foolio case say Sean Gathright allegedly tried to escape from an interrogation room. Alright, I checked the system to see if anything happened in the Foolio case, and I saw this. I just had to make a video on it real quick. Hit subscribe, let's go boys. Alright, so 7 days ago, Sean Gathwright's lawyers filed a defense motion limiting to exclude certain proposed trial exhibits. I guess the judge denied all these because we've seen pretty much all this in the trial already, and this was a week ago. So, defendant Sean Andre Gathright, by and through his undersigned counsel, moves the court to enter an order precluding the state from presenting any evidence or testimony relating to the below listed potential evidence, direct the agents of the state and all witnesses connected to refrain from making any mention, either direct or indirect, of any such potential evidence. Charged with murder, blah, 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 seeking the death penalty. Motion eliminating number 1. Proposed State Exhibit 32 includes numerous pictures taken from the autopsy of Charles Jones. These exhibits are particularly graphic photographs that depict inner portions of the body. Those photographs are not relevant to any materials that will arise at trial, aside from the fact that this person allegedly caused these injuries. The undue prejudicial effect of the omission of those photographs would outweigh whatever probative value those photographs might possess. I get that perspective for a defense lawyer. They don't want the jury to see very graphic images of the victim. Proposed Exhibit 52 includes photographs of items collected during the execution of a search warrant. These exhibits depict a face mask that does not match any of the description of any mask that was believed to have been used in the charged offenses. Those photographs are not relevant to any material issues that will arise at trial. I think I remember them showing this black mask that he is talking about, so this one got denied. Here is where things get pretty crazy, boys. I skimmed over this document just to see if there was anything I missed, you know what I mean? Holy shit. Exhibit 123 is a 3-minute and 15-second long clip from an interrogation room at JSO's office from the date of Mr. Gathwright's arrest. Gathwright was not being interrogated during this clip. The clip is taken from a 3-hour, 1-minute and 59-second video from the surveillance camera in the interrogation room. At the time, Gathwright was wearing an ankle monitor that the Fourth Circuit required him to wear as a condition of his release on the then pending charges that arose following the stop and search of Toyota SUV that was the subject of a motion to suppress previously litigated in the instant case. So I didn't even know that. He had an ankle monitor on when he was released initially, because remember he was arrested for what he had in his car in the Toyota 4Runner after the murder, like the day after the murder.
Because he was the first one to snitch.
Mr. Gathright can be seen pulling the ankle monitor off his leg while in the interrogation room. Okay, why would he be doing that in a room in a jail? Take a wild guess what the state thinks he was doing. At the 2 hours, 4 minutes and 30-second mark of the full surveillance video, approximately 1 hour prior to the time the exhibit 123 clip begins, Gathright knocks on the door of the interrogation room. When a detective opens the door, Gathright informs the detective that his ankle monitor is going off and asks if it can be taken off. The detective states they won't be able to take it off until he goes to the jail. Later in the clip, Gathright steps on top of the chair and then on top of the table for a total of approximately 30 seconds. And then steps back down from the table. What is bro doing stepping on the table? An interrogation room.
Trying to
Picture
get out
this.
enough.
What do you think the state's going to say here? A Jacksonville deputy testified at the pretrial detention hearing that while he was standing on the chair and or table, Gathright pushed a ceiling tile from the drop ceiling in that room and peered into the drop ceiling opening. Gathright then let the ceiling tile drop back in place and stepped back from the table. Shortly thereafter, law enforcement entered the room and yelled at Gathright to sit down. Was bro trying to escape this jail, or was he just curious?
Bro was trying to do some
just
GTA shit.
Bored out of his mind in there, I guess. At the pretrial detention hearing, the state proposed that Gathright was attempting to escape. The court sustained an objection to speculation made in response to the state's attempt to elicit testimony to that effect. So the judge didn't buy this either, that he was trying to escape. They think that was bullshit. They sustained the objection. The state is also seemingly intent to offer the video clip at issue as evidence of Mr. Gathright purportedly trying to escape. I would understand this if bro climbed up into this fucking ceiling. You know what I'm talking about? Like those ceilings in office buildings and shit.
What other reason are you looking at the damn tile and asking the motherfuckers to take the goddamn ankle monitor off? Can we stop being stupid? What the fuck? Can we stop being stupid? Clearly, bro was trying to escape, bro. Lock his ass up.
Where it's open after you open up the tile. If he climbed up in that bitch, okay, he's trying to escape. But where is he gonna go, bro? Does he have some sort?
Why would he climb up in that bitch with an ankle monitor on? They're gonna come right to him. Why you think he knocked on the door and asked for the ankle monitor to be removed? But before he did that, what did he do? He looked in the ceiling. He had a whole escape plan figured out. As soon as that ankle monitor came off, he was going to be gone. Whether if he had to hide in the roof until they stopped looking, or he had a whole escape plan figured out. Bro was finna try something. He knew his life was over with.
Sort of superpower we don't know about where he can become this size and crawl out through the vents.
You can't leave. No.
This nigga put the Ant-Man clip. This nigga
Exhibit
stupid.
123 is inadmissible for several reasons. First, the facts do not support the argument that Gothrow was attempting to escape. Nowhere in this clip does Gothrow take any steps towards actually escaping. Elsewhere in the video, Gothrow at numerous points make verbal contacts with deputies. He moreover knew that he was being recorded in the secure room in a police station. Well, don't act like Gothrow is smart enough to know cameras are around. Come on now. Brother was on camera everywhere. At his house packing the guns. Tracked all the way down to Tampa. On the camera at the Airbnb. On the camera allegedly murdering Foolio. On camera at his grandma's house wiping on the car and switching cars. So let's not act like Sean is aware that cameras are around.
Lock him
Apparently
up.
He's not aware. When Tampa detectives interrogated him earlier in the video, they likewise informed Gothrow in the room was being recorded. And no plausible way can Mr. Gothrow's action be reasonably construed as an attempt to escape. I kind of agree with the defense here. If he peeked up in there and then let the tile fall down, is that warranting escaping being brought up?
Why
in
are you
hearing?
peeping in the
I really
roof?
don't think it is.
Sit your
That's
ass
bullshit.
down.
I just got to see this video. I got to see this interrogation footage. If he is actually getting up and like looking like he's trying to escape, then okay. But I feel like the way his lawyer's explaining it, he wasn't trying to. I don't
That's
know.
their
I don't know
job.
what you think right now? The video clip also shows him wearing an ankle monitor, which would in turn indicate to the jury that he was serving some sort of criminal justice sanction at the time of his arrest. Were they going to blur his fucking foot out? The rule of completeness would require a much larger portion of the video to be admitted so as to establish why Gothrow removed the ankle monitor, and to show that Gothrow aimlessly pursued around the room curiously at numerous points throughout the 3 hours he spent in the interrogation room. For all those reasons, the undue prejudicial effect of the omission of the video clip would outweigh whatever probative value the video might possess. Okay, so taking off the ankle monitor and peering into this tile is a little sus, but it's not enough to say he was escaping. If he was asking to get the ankle monitor off, at a certain point he's probably just annoyed having it on because it was going off. Alright, next, execution of search warrant for Gothrow's home. Law enforcement seized 2 rifles. One was .223 5.56 caliber. The other one was 300 blackout. The firearms examiner excluded the 300 blackout as source of any projectiles or casings found at the scene. So one rifle does not match the scene at all. With respect to the 5.56 rifle, the examiner initially was not able to match any projectiles to the rifle, but was also unable to eliminate various projectiles as having been fired from that rifle. In a more recent submitted report, the examiner appears to have now eliminated those projectiles that have been fired from the 5.56 rifle. So neither rifle matches the scene that was found in his home. The 2 rifles seized from Gothrow's residence have no relevance to the instant case. The omission of any evidence relating to those 2 rifles would confuse and mislead the jury. Given the circumstances, the evidence would serve nothing more than to suggest propensity and bad character. They showed those rifles to the jury. All I'm saying is I could see how this confused the jury. They're showing 2 rifles, and 2 rifles were used in the murder. I guess this was denied. Alright, next, the state recently noticed the defensive intent to present evidence of materials that it recently discovered in the iCloud search warrant. 10 short videos allegedly taken by Gothrow's phone in a nightclub to include 3 videos show a bottle of Don Julio, and one that purportedly shows Gothrow making in what the state believes to be a gang sign. A screen record clip allegedly from Gothrow's phone that seemingly shows Charles Jones in a rental house in Tampa, and then shows the phone searching for rentals in Tampa among conducting other activity. They didn't show this in the trial. So he's throwing up a gang sign, which his defense lawyer has been screaming from the hills. He's not a documented gang member, but here we go. Here's the evidence of being a gang member. He's throwing up gang signs. That's damning evidence. Screen recording Foolio in a Tampa rental and then looking for rentals on Google or whatever. Oh man. This might have been denied for some reason because they didn't show any of this. At least not yet. Or maybe I'm an idiot and I missed it. I mean, I remember them showing the Don Julio picture already in the club. I don't think they showed anything else though. It's unclear where the videos at issue were contained on the search warrant. Returned hard drive. It is therefore also unclear if the state is able to lay the predicate for the potential omission of those videos, or if the state will be able to establish that the videos were created or accessed during the time period permitted in the iCloud search warrant. Even assuming the state is able to lay the foundation to offer the videos and evidence, the videos have no relevance to the instant case. With respect to allegation that a gang sign is being shown in one of the nightclub videos, the state did not charge Gothrow as a gang member, nor did it provide notice of a gang aggravating factor. Indeed, the purported gang experts consistently testified that Gothrow was not a known gang member. For those reasons, the video clips have no relevance to this case, and the undue prejudicial effect of the omission of the video clips would outweigh the probative value. I kind of agree that if they didn't charge him as a gang member in this case, how are they allowed to show this? They showed Davion Murphy's tattoos of his gang tattoos and Isaiah Chance having the 23 chain on and being in music videos with gang members and shit. Finally, the state also recently notified the defense of intent to present evidence of 2 photographs taken from an Instagram account allegedly linked to Mr. Gothrow. One of the photos depicts another individual showing a hand sign that the state alleges to be a gang sign.
Lock his ass up, bro. Lock his ass up. This nigga's throwing gang signs. Nigga got all the weapons. Nigga got masks. Nigga got caught on video trying to escape. Nigga got caught on video killing Foolio. Nigga got caught on video cleaning the car. Nigga got caught on video loading the car. Nigga snitched on everybody. Man, lock his ass up, bro. What the fuck is we still talking about this for? Like, shit like this made me mad, bro. Lock his ass up, bro. Foolio was one of my favorite rappers, bro. You did that, you nobody ass nigga. Lock his ass up. Sean Gaffright, go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100. Take your ass right up the road and sit down and think about what the fuck you did. You're not getting no money on your books. You're not getting no phone calls. You're not getting no time in the yard. See, I couldn't be no judge because I'd do his ass crazy. I'd do his ass. I'm talking about insane. Niggas would hate me if I was a judge. Lock his ass up. Throw away the key. Melt that motherfucker. Don't never let his ass out. And his girlfriend would have been locked up too, fucking with me. But y'all let me know what y'all think, because everybody say I'm too hard. I think they all need to go to prison. And the fact that he tried to escape, he know he going to prison. What the fuck? What the fuck is we talking about? But y'all let me know. Snipe.